everyone, it's Chad, and I'm out in the shop tonight just doing a little bit of MIG Monday, just some spot welds for some stands that I'm building. You might notice I'm wearing some new duds. I was at Weld Tech back in November, a couple months ago, and they had some new products coming out, and they asked me if I'd be interested in getting a hold of them. And I said, well, yeah, I mean, I already, everything else I own is already Black Stallion with the exception of a couple sets of gloves. So I'd love to try out your new stuff. And one of the things that they had at the show that they were coming out with that was new was this hood accessory that drops the front of your helmet down further. So for somebody like me that has a beard, or actually some of my friends have much longer beards, it helps prevent trimming your beard inadvertently. So that's a good thing. Of course, they sent me a new jacket, which this is a hooded jacket, and apparently, let's see, it's supposed to fit. I haven't done this yet, but it's supposed to fit even over your helmet, or the back of the helmet, I guess. So I don't think it's going to fit over the top of this, but it'd be nice to have, I guess, in some situations. I probably won't be using the hood itself very much, but I'm sure somebody will. They sent me some new gloves. And these are kind of nice. They got, well, first of all, they're really thick, which, if you're doing MIG and it's getting kind of hot, it's kind of nice. It also has a pad here on the side, a slide pad, or a drag pad, or a drag patch, I guess is what they call it. A drag patch. These are really nice. I like the darker blue. With the lighter blue, the brighter blue, I was fine with the color on it, but it gets dirty really easy, and I think that this darker color is going to probably hold up a little bit better. So it's kind of nice to have a new set of clothes. I can keep the older ones for when I have people over that want to learn how to weld. Also, while I was at Fab Tech, I picked up some new squares. These are made by Fireball Tool. I purchased these. These were not giveaways, but I love these. I've used them for quite a few projects already. Projects that I haven't done on video, but these are great tools to have in your welding tool set. I will be using these in future videos for sure. But speaking of welding and new tools, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention the fact that in addition to the MIG gloves that they sent me some new TIG gloves. And why would I want TIG gloves, you might ask? Well, also while I was at Fab Tech, I was fortunate enough to find a new sponsor, and let me just take a minute to show you what I got. Alright, so let's take a closer look here. This is the TIG 200, and it's a AC/DC pulse. So you have a button here that allows you to switch between all the different settings. You got AC, AC pulse, DC, DC pulse. I'm going to be learning on DC according to recommendations from others. It has different torch settings. You got 2T, 4T, and spot. And I'm still learning what those are, how they affect the usage of the machine. There is a giant learning curve here, but I'm going to get through it. Alright, so you first set your tungsten size. Then from tungsten, you're going to set the gas time at start. Then your starting amperage. And then your upslope time. Your welding amperage, let's see, which I had it around 100. Again, I was doing, I think, 3/16 plate and just practicing on that. Then your downslope time. Then your finish amperage. And basically you're just holding the tungsten in place while the gas cools off the tungsten. And that's it. Those are pretty much all the settings that you want to have set each time you start. I purchased a bunch of different tungsten sizes as you can see here, and I'll be talking about that in my next video. You got to learn how to sharpen your tungstens, and it's a good idea to have a bunch of them pre-sharpened because you're going to glue them to the metal your first time out. And then, of course, my first day practicing, nothing remarkable to look at. Basically, all I did was run the tungsten down most of these plates. Where the plates are joined together, I actually used filler rod as well. I'll tell you what, that is a massive, massive learning curve, but I'm looking forward to getting this perfected. I've got a lot more welding time ahead of me. And alright, well, that's about it for this video. Lots of talking. Hopefully you'll bear with me. If any of you guys have some great tips or some information that maybe you think I might find useful when it comes to TIG welding, man, I would absolutely love to hear it. This is so different than MIG welding. I have to say I'm a little bit overwhelmed at the learning curve, but at the same time I'm super excited. It's a really cool process. The things that you can do with TIG welding that you can't do with MIG from an artistic standpoint is really intriguing to me. And I'll be honest, I just like learning new skills. But I have to say, MIG welding was a lot easier to pick up. I'm not saying that I got good at MIG welding very quickly, but actually making useful, strong welds was rather easy compared to TIG welding, which feels completely foreign to me. So again, if you have any tips or any tricks, I mean, I may end up actually even taking a class to improve my skills and get more familiar with what each of the different things I just showed you on the TIG welder mean. You know, up slope, down slope. I mean, I kind of get it, but I don't understand exactly why those things are important. So again, if you have any tips, if you have any information, if you think I'm just a complete idiot for trying this, whatever, just share it down in the comments. As always, there'll be links to Amazon for all the things that I talked about in the video. And you know, if you want to see me do some cool projects and they're going to cost me more money than I have expendable to perform, then hey, feel free to support me on Patreon. I would love to try some more challenging projects with some materials that I might not normally access. I guess that's it for tonight. Hopefully I can get this edited and up tomorrow. Thanks for watching and have a great day.